Today on the channel from NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mirage line, we take a look at the ultimate foot soldier.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got NECA's Mirage Turtle Ultimate Foot Soldier. But for all your foot soldier needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $59 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, right now, as of now, these are a Target exclusive. That will change in the future, so you'll be able to get them at all your favorite stores and things like that, as we usually see with some of these limited timed exclusive releases at Targets and Walmarts as well. But of course, we're also going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this one, very similar, but also very different. And of course, this is an army builder, as we do know, with the foot soldiers. But let's take a look at the packaging on this one. Very similar sized to the Splinter and Shredder, which we already unboxed on the channel. But this one's got a little bit of difference to it, as we got a very interesting book kind of cover that wraps around. And we'll show that here in a second. But on the front, some nice artwork for the foot soldiers. Not sure why this has packaging like this, but Shredder and Splinter did not get special packaging. Very strange. Not sure if there's a reason for that or what, but definitely looking interesting here. Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the side there. Little glamour shot action of a lone foot soldier over there. And then, as usual, we get the kind of window comic book panes here. A little cross-sell down at the bottom. Nothing too special. It says, meanwhile, to be continued. And you got Splinter, Shredder, Triceraton down there. Each figure sold separately, of course. And then I talked about we got the old power of Velcro. Move over, magnets. Velcro's taking over. But we got some glamour shots on the side. Then the more traditional packaging, like the Splinter, Shredder, the ones we've seen in the past as well. But definitely a cool packaging design here. Honestly, I would have liked to see Splinter, Shredder, everybody packed this way. I think it's a lot nicer presentation, maybe than the other ones. But it is what it is, I guess, at this point. But let's pull them out of the box. Let's see what's going on. See what all the fuss is about. Is there fuss? I'm not really sure. But in the back, get that little street scene going on back there. Off to the side, bam, see you later, goodbye. And oh my gosh, holy cow, we got so much stuff going on in here, it's blowing my mind. It truly is an ultimate foot soldier right here. There is no doubt in my mind about this. A lot of stuff going on here, a lot more than I anticipated. Almost like a Transformers unboxing. More than meets the eye is almost what we got going on here. But holy cow, look at all these weapons. Look at all this stuff. Talk about an ultimate foot soldier, and there's a lot of reasons for that, of course, but all kinds of weapons there. Then you get the traditional plastic prison, tons of weapons, extra heads, all kinds of stuff. Man, I'm impressed already, but let me take this offline, get everything out. We'll be back talking ultimate foot soldier. All right, we got the ultimate foot soldier out of the pack, and we're going to start off with all the accessories first, as we usually do here. And we got a ton of weapons with this one, and it does work because this is an army builder, and if you guys know me, or probably you as well, if you have multiple foot soldiers, you dress them up with different weapons. That's what you can do here. And personally, I'm probably going to buy 3 of these figures, really mix and match the heads, the outfits, and the weapons, of course. But let's dive in here. We do get 2 swords right out of the pack here. We got a long kind of Leonardo-like blade here, blue handle, nice blue blade on it. A little shorter one, almost like a machete in some ways, but a little shorter knife, sword, whatever you want to call it right here, somewhere in between those 2. And we got another big one right here, a big, thick one with a big curve on it, probably the best one. Nice, thick blade, nice silver color, got the graphics there, the coloring of the animated look, of course. Got the handle wrapped in color, and then silver on the tip there. 3 really good swords going on. Oh my gosh, we do get a weapon here, a little machine gun. Now, I usually don't think of foot soldiers with guns. It always felt like a gentleman's fight between Shredder, the foot soldiers, and the turtles. Always felt like they were, you know, buddy-buddy. Not buddy-buddy, but they were going to keep it clean with swords and traditional weapons. They weren't going to bring the ammunition into it, but here we are here. Nice all one color here. Definitely different for a foot soldier in my collection, but I am here for that. It does look really, really good as far as a weapon goes. We got throwing stars. Not a big fan of these. So small, easy to lose. But we got 4 throwing stars here. A nice purple color, of course, matching the foot soldier. We've seen throwing stars before in the line. Not my favorite weapon as far as weapons go, as I've seen. Now we get a few little things going on here. We got a lot of stuff actually going on. So we do get a nice bow and arrow set. And the arrows all taped together. I'm going to leave it like that for now. We get 4 arrows here. Got the black in the middle, and then you got the purple on black, of course, in the middle there, I guess. Then the tips are in the blue color to match. You do get the bow right here looking good. Nice real string on the bow here. Nice purple color with a darker purple on the handle. Very cool, so you can have an archer if you want in your foot soldier team there. Of course, you get a backpack there. You can hold all of them. You can hold your quivers in there if you need to. You can put it all in there. Looking good. I think we've seen this before as well, as there's a lot of reuse in this pack, as we'll show later on in this very video. But you've got an archer set up if you need to. Oh, look at this thing. Not quite nunchucks. I forget what these things are called. But you got a nice real chain in between. It feels nice. It's not a plastic chain. You got a little mace on the end of this handle here and a little dagger on the side here. This is a weapon that you mean business with, that is for sure. So I do like this, especially the real chain going on. Big fan of that. And then if you're a foot soldier in the sea, you get Aquaman's little Poseidon thing. You got a nice dagger on the end, spearing somebody if you need to. And then you got a trident on this end, nice purple in between as well. Very good looking weapon. I'm here for that. Very cool. You do get a holster, of course, for a sword, so you got to have that as well. So you can store the sword on the back if you want to have some other weapons going around, doing your thing, all that kind of stuff. We do get 3 more hand-to-hand combat, kind of daggers, weapons going on. Man, this one just means business here. Big spike on the handle there. Nice cut blade here, different directions, and then a turn direction at the top of the blade here. Man, you just tear up somebody inside of their guts with something like this. And then, of course, we always remember those weapons trees from the Playmates days. We got one of those kind of things. Almost looks like a piece of pizza. You can stab somebody right in the eye with this thing if you need to. Very dangerous. And then just a straight-up knife, dagger, whatever you want to call it here once again. Fits in with everything else we've seen so far. Oh my gosh, now we got to choose our own hand adventure. See you later, Plastic Prison, goodbye. Got a big throwing star right here, a big silver throwing star there. Looks like something from the Metallica era of Load and Reload is what this reminds me of here, but a big old throwing star here for that as well. And now we get down to some hands, so we get 4 very Wolverine-like hands going on here. Looks like something out of the X-Men. You got 2 fisted ones, 2 open ones, but you got those nice dagger claws on there. Looking very cool. Looking like Wolverine, almost looking like Freddy Krueger, but definitely cool. Definitely dangerous. Wouldn't want to mess with somebody with these going on. Definitely cool right there in the hand department. Then we get traditional hands. This foot soldier, he came to throw down. He's got Fists of Fury right out of the pack. And then you get your standard issued hands, of course. You get the gripping hands going on. You even got the little 2-finger here, the old Vulcan neck pinch, something like that from Star Trek. Who knows? But definitely all the hands you could ever want with this foot soldier. So quite the army builder in the weapons department, no doubt about that. Then you do get the cowl here, of course. You can pull down the hood. You got the cowl. You would use that with this head here. That is what you would do. So you got a cowl. And now let's dive into the 3 heads here. Then we'll talk about the robe in a second. But we do get the traditional foot soldier right out of the package here. Of course, I got a little scuffage right on the nose on this one. So I will not be using this head for this figure. Like I said, I'm looking for 2 more of these foot soldiers. Going to display one with each head going on. But definitely feels like and looks like something we've seen before, and we will compare that, as I said, later on this video. But all of a purple-blue color throughout on this one, and then, of course, the bandana being there in red, the eyes being in red, really make this pop, and then you got some of the animated lines in black throughout there. But definitely a foot soldier head, very kind of scary looking in the head department, I would say. I think that's a fair assessment there. You wouldn't want this guy peeking in your window at night. You'd be kind of freaked out, I think, with those big, buggy red eyes going on. But definitely cool. Articulation-wise, we're going to go all the way around with the arms, but you are limited here by the shoulder gauntlets. Very, very tight joints on this guy, that is for sure. Very tight joints. Double jointed elbows on him. Of course, hands going to be removable. Bicep cut as well. Man, very tight joints on this guy. Always dangerous. Always a dangerous game. Waist articulation. Tons of head movement on this guy. All kinds of stuff. Of course, head's going to be removable. Big old foot soldier splits right around that skirt if need be. You do get the double jointed knees. Once again, these are pinned knees for those keeping track at home. No boot articulation, but you do get the toe articulation along with all the ankle articulation on this one. So that always looks good there as far as articulation. But it's your standard foot soldier Mirage articulation at this point. Now diving into some of these other heads, you do get another foot soldier head, this time without the bandana and a little bit kind of a black paint splotch there on the forehead. Similar but different, we'll call this one here. Probably my least favorite of the three of what I've seen so far. And then this one is very interesting here. You get like a foot soldier with almost like a vent, like an air vent on his face for protection, because why not? But you can see through it and stuff like that. It almost looks like Shredder, and maybe I'm confused. Maybe this is Shredder. I don't think it is, but it could be. The hair almost looks like him. But definitely looks interesting in the head department, hiding behind that vent shade, looking good. And of course, this one is the one you would use with that cowl. It would be the cowl down around his neck. You got this going on right there. But definitely cool. Definitely going to use all three of these when I do get three of these in my collection. Now we do get this nice soft goods robe here. This is definitely something different. Very nice soft goods on this one. It is Velcro in the front, so you got a little bit of an opening there. Might not be the easiest to get on your figure. I think that's probably putting it mildly here because it is not a lot of room to get inside there. So it could be quite difficult, but it is beautiful material. Very nice material on this guy. Like what I see here. And then of course you get the sash that wraps around. It has Velcro as well, so you can wrap that one up. So my guess is probably for this first one, I'm going to display him in the robe, going to display him in here. Makes it feel that much more big, much more of a, I don't know, an ultimate foot soldier, I guess, because you're using the most stuff with weapons and the robes, all that kind of stuff. As I get my other two, I'll have them more plain Jane foot soldiers, if that makes any sense. Does this one fit on a Ringside Collectible stand? Of course, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at Ringside Collectibles. Make sure you get the Mattel stand, as I always say. Fits like a glove right there, looking really good. So not a bad foot soldier here. Actually, a lot more than meets the eye with this one. I was kind of blown away how many accessories we got over here. But like I said, that goes back to given three versions of this. You can have one as an archer, you can have one with swords, you can have one with miscellaneous, you can have one with Fists of Fury. You could literally build out like probably 10 of these guys and have them all look totally different if you wanted to. Really, sky's the limit with the 3 extra heads too. But looking at, like I said, some that remind me of, well, we had the Mirage one. This is part of that kind of mail away. I don't even know what you called it, but you got the little piece of paper at your Walmart. You bought it, and then you mailed away for it. It was one of those weird deals. But that was the Walmart one from, was it earlier this year? What is time, as we always do say. But same exact figure here. This one's all in white. This one's all in purple. Is what it is, but definitely similarities, definitely the same thing we've seen. Getting the most out of our molds, we're seeing that going on all day long and twice on Sunday with this one right here. But of course, some other foot soldiers through the years. How about probably my favorite foot soldier here is the animated cartoon NECA Turtle one. That's my classic foot soldiers. This all really depends where you came into your foot soldier love or where you first saw a foot soldier, and that's what I think of with this one here. But for a lot of people, it could be the movie foot soldier, of course, back in the day from the Turtles movie. Still an all-time classic, great movie that people love to this day, as we do know that's that foot soldier. And then the only Super 7 Ninja Turtle figure I've ever unboxed is this one here, this Ninja Turtles Super 7 Ultimate Edition Foot Soldier. One of these days, I'll get around to unboxing all of them. I have every single Super 7 Ultimate Turtle. I just haven't unboxed them, except for this one and the glow-in-the-dark Foot Soldier, for whatever reason. I'll get around to it one of these days. I guess stay tuned, a little long game unboxing. We'll see. Maybe when I finish all my classic Superstars unboxings, we'll do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but definitely a murder's row of foot soldiers. Like I said, I'm on the hunt for 2 more of these. I'll find them. I always do. I'm not too concerned about it. But as of the new release of Turtles for CollectorCon, for whatever reason, the foot soldier's been the hardest one for me to find in my area. But it's not the end of the world. I'll find it. I always do, like I said. So an interesting one here. A lot of possibilities with this one as well. Would be interested to know what you think. You picking this one up? You passing? You playing the long game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on this foot soldiers. You gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 0? Let me know. Of course, you've also made it this far. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day and then some. And we got even more content for you over on the Patreon channel, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, you name it. Best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the foot soldier, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.